I think the hard thing is, and I've said this before, and Lee, bless him, has said it on here, we've been scarred as a fan base for the last 20 odd years. So the thing is that when you get a glimpse, like we had in those opening 10 games, that you've got something amazingly special, and at the first point of it going slightly wobbly, we react. I think someone just puts it perfectly here. I don't want to take Sam accent away from us here. That's just who we are, mate, if I'm being honest with you. And the reality is that, you know what? It's not Angie's fault. It's not the Australian fans' fault that come in here and ultimately want us to, as Ricky has kind of said at the opening intro there, have that mentality where the sole focus should be on us. The problem with Tottenham fans is that we've not seen that success on a sustained basis. And that's why we have this, as you know, Rick, coming over to you, at the first point of a concern, it's a crisis. It's a drama. I opened the show saying it's a soap opera. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I have overblown it, but it feels like that, Rick, doesn't it? I mean, what would you say to those Australian watchers, listeners that watch Angie's career and come to podcasts like this that have their man and can't quite understand our reaction at times?
We have been scarred, and there are a lot of wounds, and we've been the nearly men for a long time. So it hurts every time that we just about get there and then we miss out. It hurts even more, and Angie's almost, by taking the job, has almost taken all of those things on his back, even though they've got nothing to do with him. But that's why I think it's refreshing. He wants to start a new chapter. He wants to start a new book. He wants to start a new story. He doesn't want the kind of that we always fall at the last hurdle, and every time that it's about to, every time it's there for the get in and it's crunch time, that we end up missing out. And I think that's what he wants to do. And I think that we have to all be behind that as well, because I think it is refreshing. I think it is good for the club. I think that he does see the things that really do need to change, inside, outside, and all around it. So it is a crazy reaction from the side, from the whole fan base, from everyone, because it was one of the weirdest situations that this club has been in a while. And we've been through some weird situations. Like, we've dealt with some headlines, and we've also broken, like you were saying there earlier, Sam, we've broken a couple of managers for loads of different reasons. But it does seem that right now that we are in the cracks of change. Ever since Paratici came in, yes, it didn't go swimmingly with Paratici, but he's still there on a consultancy basis, and we started to change that. We started to change our scouting system and what we look for. We started to change to a database system. We started to change lots of different things, and then we brought this manager in. And if you think about when we was looking at managers, before Ange turned up, we was looking at Arne Slot, we was looking at Xabi Alonso, and look what Xabi's done. So the club definitely wanted to change, and this man has come in and he's convinced all of the doubters within those 10 games that, maybe this is it, maybe this is the time. But because we are a fragile bunch, because we do have a lot of scars on us from the past and from missing out, so every time it kind of goes over the hill, that's when we kind of lose our heads again. But if you look at it on a whole, there's been loads of green shoots throughout it, and the changes that he's made, with all of the problems, because we tend to forget the problems and the injuries and the suspensions and the international tournaments and all of the other things, getting back to form after injury and stuff like that. When it's come down to the crunch, at the end of this year, it's all gone over the hill again. But the one thing that is positive is that he sees it, and he sees where the cracks are, and he sees how it needs to be fixed. So if the club are behind him, and the board are behind him, and the fans are behind him, and the players on the field want to play for him. I don't know whether you saw some of Sonny's quotes earlier in the week about how he's all in with this project.
Yep.
If we're all behind it and we go into this summer, because we know we had 101 problems when he turned up, and he's only dealt with 15. Do you know what I mean? So there's still a long way to go. So if we can correct some of those problems again, get the players, get everybody on side, singing on the same hymn sheet, it could be glorious. It could be glorious. And I mean, in the pinnacle of glory, if you look at Bayer Leverkusen, they play the same way. and they've just gone unbeaten the whole damn season, plus cup games. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying we're going to go unbeaten, but what I'm saying is that this system does work when everybody's on the same page. When the board, the club, the management, the players, everybody and the fans are all behind it and all going in the right direction, that glory can be had, and we can have success with this system, with this manager. So let's draw a line under all of this drama right now. He doesn't have to apologize. It doesn't matter. We're not going to apologize for wanting, and I say we, even though it wasn't something I didn't agree with, but we as a fan base, because I'm part of that fan base, we wanted our own side to lose. Do you know what I mean? On a night against Man City, you know. And all right, cool. We're not going to apologize for that, because we're saying you should know where we're coming from. So let's understand where he's coming from, and let's draw a line under it, because he wants the best for Tottenham. That's fundamentally that's it. Bottom line. So there can be all of the greatness ahead. There can be all of the glory ahead if we draw a line under it, learn from our own mistakes, fans inside the club and outside the club, and start to correct it, because the ship has been turning. It's been turning slowly, but it's been turning.
That's been really good words there, Rick. And just to bring in those comments from Heung-min Son, who has called on the fans and the club to come together behind Ange Postecoglou. And he said he's all in on the manager's project. Sonny said, look, we should understand the gaffer. It's his first year. He's brought so much positivity and different football. I know it's sorry to say, but we've got so much better for next season, because I still believe he can bring so much success to this football club. I'm all in. I'm loving the way he wants to play. It's the first time I've experienced it. Everybody, the club, the players, also the fans, everybody has to step up, because we have to be all in this together. He's definitely shown he can bring success to the football club. As players, we all wanted to do our best for the club and against City. We didn't really care about anything else. We were only concentrating on what's best for us, for the team. The players, the staff, who had so many sessions, so many games, so many travelling. We just wanted to do the best for them. We didn't want to do anything else. I'm human. He obviously missed a really good opportunity. He said that the keeper made a really good save, and I take that responsibility not to score that big chance for the team, because the team was working really, really hard and trying to get a good result. Look, big words there from Sonny. He is the captain of the football club. Chris, in all honesty, I do feel if we can't beat Sheffield United, we do not deserve Conference League. I mean, King Hoddle put it in there earlier. They've won 3 league games all season. They've conceded over 100 goals.
Oh my God.
No, Ricky looks like a Spurs fan, doesn't he?
He's wishing it into existence here.
I literally shriveled when I saw that, what King Hoddle said. Oh my God. That honestly, because if we lose and then, great, fantastic. But no,
listen,
we should be going for it.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I would rather go for Europa, 100%, all the way. That would definitely be my preference. So like I said, I feel like the league is a lot suited for us at the moment. We're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. And I know Champions League is glamorous. I know it's beautiful. But in my honest opinion, we're not going to get far in it. And I would rather take things slowly if we're going to progress up now. I'd rather just do that. So, you know, it doesn't happen overnight, guys. It really doesn't happen overnight. And it's like Ricky said before, which I thought was such good words from Ricky, you know, just overall with the season. Like, there has been a huge amount of progress from this season. And annoyingly, there's been very huge losses, which I feel like we shouldn't have had a loss in a lot of these games, which is what made me frustrated, you know, just with all of these, to be in that situation from the City game. But I do see such huge progress. And even with our recruitment now, with the players that we're now looking at, the players that we're buying at the moment, you know, and I think we've got such a special player. Mickey van der Ven is truly, he's becoming almost one of my favorites. Sonny's still my number one, but he really is something special. And we're obviously doing something, you know, we've progressed in that, because I thought our recruitment was absolutely appalling before. We were buying players and, you know, look at where they've ended up. I'm sorry, and Ndombele, look at that situation. It was just horrible. But I really, truly feel like there is such huge potential for us now. And let's slowly get there now. I think Ange is the perfect fit for us. I think everything that's now happened, you know, I'm going to take it. Everything happens for a reason, basically. And, you know, his reaction to it, I hope now he works on it now. He knows exactly what needs to be done. He's gonna get us there and push us all all forward. Not even the players, but everyone in the whole system, basically. Even us fans, you know, help us become more positive, because literally what we have had to deal with being a Tottenham fan has been absolutely painful, so painful. And I'm only 32. I know, fans that are older who've gone through. Actually, to be fair, older fans who've probably seen a lot better than what I have. I've only seen one trophy, which was against Chelsea. What was it? The Carling Cup back in the day. That's the only trophy I've seen. The only one. So come on, Ange, get us something, please. And I'm rooting for him 100%. Happy clap at FC all the way, because that is me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next season, and I'm also looking forward to seeing how the transfer window happens. See where we go from there. So yeah,
amen.